Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is a new series we're going to do. It's Combined 11s, and this is the series where we're going to upset City fans, we're going to upset rival fans, we're going to upset anyone that's ever supported football. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Let's jump into it. So first up in goal for us, you've got Alisson or Ederson, and look, for me, it comes down to, do you want distribution or do you want a shot stopper? I think Alisson's better at shot stopping. I think Ederson's better at distribution. But I'm going to swing Ederson way on this one because towards the end of the last season and beginning of this one, I think Ederson's been fantastic. Yeah, he's letting a fair few goals, more than we'd like to see, but his shot stopping's massively improved. And that being said as well, he makes far fewer mistakes than Alisson does. I mean, you saw it a couple of years ago at Anfield. Once Alisson makes a mistake, gets into his head a little bit, he'll make 2 or 3. Ederson, he makes a mistake, he doesn't care. It doesn't feel him. Like, it doesn't faze him at all. He completely lets it go. And I think that's one of the reasons why we do so well under heavy pressure. And when our defense start playing out from the back, they can rely on Eddie. Because I think he's probably the best one in that back line at distribution. So Ederson all day for me on that one. At right back, look, there's only one player that's been probably England's best right back in the last 5 years, maybe longer. And probably the best right back England have had in my lifetime. It's Kyle Walker. Getting forward, getting back defensively. Pace-wise, I think he beats Alexander-Arnold on absolutely everything other than maybe his crossing and his passing. But I'd like my right back to defend as well. And I think if City attack Alexander-Arnold properly this weekend, I think we'll have a lot of success, whether that's Doku or Grealish or Foden or Bernardo. If anyone attacks him, I think we'll have a lot of success. Centre defence, don't quite get... I think Liverpool's defence is probably their weakest point. I do. I think defensively, I don't think they're that great. I think some of them are overrated massively. You look at City's defence as well. I think we've got Akanji who can play anywhere across the back line. We've got Stones in there. You know, the guy who's had the most dribbles in a Champions League final since Messi. You got Diaz. What a player he is. Absolutely world class. He's one of the few world class players we've got. Ake can play there. Guardiola can play there. But for me, the 2 centre backs, they're going to have to be Diaz and Van Dijk. Now, I do think Van Dijk's slightly overrated. But that being said, the way he attacks the ball, like Diaz, you know, them two, the way they command the box, the way they command the back line, they're dangerous going forward as well with set pieces. Them two, the back line with Walk on the right, dangerous. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to go Guardiola as well. Now, I've not seen a lot of him in a City shirt, and I think defensively, he's been caught lacking a couple of times. But he gets forward lovely, he gets up and down the pitch. He does do both jobs pretty well. I do think he's a better defender than Alexander-Arnold. And I think going forward-wise, I think he's probably more of a threat as well. So yeah, left-hand side, I'm going to go with him. That's goalkeeper and defence sorted. Ahead of them, CDM. Good luck. Rodgers the best in the world right now in that position. There's no one that even comes close. And we saw what it means to us when he's missing. You know, the Wolves game was a disaster. Arsenal, Newcastle. I think Roger would have fixed a couple of those problems that we had. He does get overrun quite often. There will be times when he gets pressured by 3 or 4 players, but every single time he seems to come away with the ball. And even when he doesn't, he gives it away. I think he gets back and helps that defence a lot. And I think Diaz, Stones, Akanji, whoever's playing that centre-back role, I think they rely on Rodri a lot. And the front line rely on him a lot too, because he gets forward, he gets into dangerous positions, he opens up the space. He's always the one getting the ball in space and spraying it left or right as well. I think he's just massively important to what we do. So Rodri for me in that position. Ahead of them, look, I think Liverpool, again, I don't think Liverpool's midfield's anywhere near as good as ours. I mean, they have helped themselves by getting rid of Henderson. But how can you put anyone in there that isn't De Bruyne, even when he's injured? Like, he's injured. He's played 19 minutes this season. I'd still put him in there right now. I'd put him in there tomorrow ahead of anyone else. He's the best player in the world in any position. I think he's unbelievable. Left foot, right foot. His power. The only thing he lacks, and for me, if he had just a little bit more of it, wow, he would be devastating, is pace. But De Bruyne's got to go in there alongside Rodri. And on the left of him, look, again, you could make an argument for a couple of Liverpool players. But I'm not going to bother, because how can you leave Bernardo out? You can't leave Bernardo out of this combined 11. You just can't do it. So Bernardo Silva's got to go in there. Because again, whether he's left back, right back, centre back, in goal, up front, Mr. Reliable, You know, he looked like Messi. That's what Pep called him. He looked like Messi scoring that goal. Whoever it was against, I can't even remember, a couple of weeks ago. He's unbelievable. Bernardo. And again, without him, Rodri, his team doesn't click. It's not the same. But he's got to go in there. Front three. Well, right-hand side, who you looking at? You're looking at Doku, you're looking at Foden, and you're looking at Salah. Now, I'm going to say something somewhat controversial, maybe. I don't think Salah is better than Foden. I think they can both do a lot of the same things. But the one thing you see Salah score a lot of goals. You don't see Foden score a lot of goals. And the reason being is they play two different roles. If you look at Salah, how many one-on-ones does he have? How many times do you see him running through on the goalkeeper? You don't see that with Foden. How many one-on-ones do you see Foden have? You don't see that many. You don't see him get that many chances because Pep has him play out wide. Yes, he cuts inside a bit, but you don't see him being told to attack the goal, you know, go ahead of Haaland that many times. He's there more as a creator. He's more there as a link-up with defence and midfield. For me, Foden is unbelievable. And, you know, obviously, if you watch the channel, you know how much I like him. That being said, if you want 30 goals a season from a wingman, you're going to go Salah because, again, he will get in that position. Do I think Salah can do what Foden does? No. Foden contributes much more to the team. Do I think Foden can do what Salah does? Probably not. But I think in a couple of years he could. I think that's the difference. And that's why I'm going to go Foden on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, you know, I like Jota. I like Jota a lot at Liverpool. I think he's, I don't know, maybe he is underrated. I'm going to call him underrated because I don't think he gets some of the credit he deserves. I think he's an unbelievable signing for them. I think he's been one of their best players the last few years. I think when he doesn't play for them, I think they suffer. So Jota for me. But then you look at City as well. You got Grealish on there. You got Doku if he plays. Doku's good. I like him. Do I think he's had an unbelievable start at City? No, I think he's had a decent one. I think he's up and down. Doku. Grealish, not really got going this season. Injuries have hampered him a lot. Jota, he gets a lot of injuries as well. But I'm going to go Jota on that left-hand side. I think Foden, Jota on the wings. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And going forward, again, I'm going to upset a few people, but I actually really like Nunez. I think Nunez is a good player in waiting. I think he's just, I think with a couple of tweaks, I think with a little bit of luck, he'll be devastating him. I do like him. I think he's got a temperament of a centre forward. I think he's aggressive enough. I don't think he's one of those that he always wants the ball as well, even though he misses open goals, he misses a lot of chances. It doesn't seem to faze him. It just makes him angry, and I like that. So I do like Nunez, but I'm not leaving Haaland out. I think it's crazy to leave Haaland out. But that being said, if we didn't have Haaland, if we don't have a centre forward, but I do like Nunez. And I think I'd pick Nunez over Alvarez in that position, possibly. Oh, I don't know, I might have upset someone there. But yeah, it's Haaland up front for me. And that's my combined 11. City Liverpool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how upset you are on a scale of 1 to 10. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. And I'm not going to be doing a match reaction or play ratings tomorrow after the game because, well, I'm out. I'm not at home. I've got a birthday to attend. So they'll be coming on Sunday rather than Saturday. But thanks for watching. Bye-bye.